I've got the Kate Strong here, super vegan athlete and inspirational entrepreneur as well. Kate, are you having a good time here at VegFest Trade?
I'm absolutely adoring it. Yeah, loving speaking to the companies, speaking to people, and speaking to amazing individuals making a positive contribution to the world.
That's wonderful. And what would you say to our lovely viewer? Is it worth coming here to VegfestUK Trade? Yes.
Come here. See you here next time.
Yay, that's the Kate Strong. Thanks, Kate. Bye. We're at VegfestUK Trade. It's so exciting. And look who we have here. It is the Lucy Wager, who is Pudology. Lucy, what are you doing today at the VegFest?
Hi Karen, well we've got our stand over at CI4. We're doing sampling, showing everybody our latest little shot pots with the spoon lid. Just had a great talk here with you and some of the other people talking about their businesses. So yeah, really exciting. I'm hoping to catch some of the other talks later, and I'm also on another panel looking at interesting ways to make vegan pastries and cakes and that kind of thing.
You're making me really hungry. Why do you like coming to VegFest?
Well, it's just a great place to meet lots of our customers, basically. So trying to get the name of Pudology out there, tell as many people as possible about Pudology, where you can buy us from, and it's just brilliant to meet everybody.
That's lovely. Well, enjoy the rest of the show. Lucy Wager here from Pudology. VegFest Trade today. It's a really exciting day. And look who I've got. It's Dan Richardson, cool actor, film star, Disney, animal rescuer, very famous on Facebook Live as well, where he has 10 million views. Dan, are you enjoying VegFest?
I'm loving it. It's so great to see a trade day, because this is the first time there's been a trade day, right? And it's just indicative of how fast moving the whole vegan thing is. I think it's really encouraging. And, you know, you look at all the options out there, food-wise, and, you know, cosmetics and products of all kinds. It's such a reassuring sight to see. You know, no, this is moving so fast. It's growing so fast. It's getting easier and easier to go vegan.
I love that. Easier and easier to go vegan. Dan's been vegan for a year, and one of the inspirations was VegFest, which is wonderful to hear.
Yeah. Last year I was here doing some work with Greenwell TV, and I didn't feel like I could come here and not be vegan, so I went vegan a year ago from yesterday, and now here we are.
Are you having a good time?
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you. The Dan Richardson. Yay! Stage. But look who I've got. It's the Rick Hay. He's always in the magazines and newspapers. He's on TV. He does lectures. He does everything, and he's a vegan. How cool are you, Rick Hay?
Well, I'm so pleased to be here because it's such an important thing. And as I was saying when we were doing our talk before, a lot of stuff I do is trying to advocate plant-based eating from a research-based reason to actually not only help the animals, help the planet, and help the individual. So I'm so happy to be here. I love your work. You know that.
And we love having Rick Hay. Hopefully, this is the first VegFest of many, many more.
I hope so too.
Anything you want to share with our VegFest viewer?
I just want to say, keep up the good work, and if you have thought about increasing plant-based foods in your diet, you should do it. It's the single best thing you can do for cleansing alkalizing. That's not what I was thinking about, a cocktail either. I was doing so well. Alkalizing and cleansing, alkalizing and detoxing the body. It's so healthy for you, and there's good research behind it. This isn't just a random idea that we think it's good. This is now backed by some very, very big science.
The Rick Hay, what can I say? See him on TV, or you'll open up a magazine and there he'll be. Bye.
Thank you.
Hope that's all right.
So I'm thrilled actually to have here Will Tuttle, Dr. Will Tuttle, who's just come over from the USA, I believe.
Yeah, California.
So you come to VegFest. So tell us, Will, what do you like most about VegFest?
I love you, Tim, actually.
Oh.
Really. No, what I mean is the love that you put into this event, because I've been fortunate to go to the VegFest in Brighton a couple of years ago, and I remember even before that, one of the VegFests, and I think what you're doing is bringing together the vegan community in a way that helps spread it to the whole world, really, and it's an inspiration to so many people who are putting on VegFest. I was just in Geneva yesterday, and I gave a lecture, and they're just now having their first ever VegFest in Geneva, and they're inspired by the work you're doing. And I travel all over the United States, China. I was just sending the people in China, we're going there in a couple of weeks, what you're doing with the trade show here, that they could be doing the same thing. And so I think what this is a template in a lot of ways, or just this vision that you're manifesting to bring the health, the sustainability, the compassion, empathy, and the possibility of living a life of wisdom and joy to more people, and to help wake up out of this delusion. So
Wicked,
it's
quite a
beautiful.
process, isn't it? I mean, I'm really inspired to hear that, you've been travelling over the world, and actually people are inspired by the VegFest.
Right, yeah.
Because we're really lucky in the UK. We've got such a beautiful community. I mean, I've been walking around today, and I've just been hugging all these people that I've known for literally years and years and years now.
Right.
Like an extended family. And I'm feeling to be able to just kind of share that vibe, with everyone. And to be able to include all the facets of veganism,
Right.
like we have a really cool kind of health angle. We've got an environmental look.
Right.
We've got a sustainability and food kind of thing. But deep down we've got this underlying kind of justice for animals message that I think, kind of underpins everything we do.
Right.
And what I love about it is this really cool kind of message, but coming out really in a really acceptable way. The people actually think, do you know what? Yeah, I know some of that.
Well, I've been a vegan for 37 years.
That's 4 years longer than me. That means between us, we have done over 80 years.
Yeah, great. But what I've realized after 37 years, finally, I realized that veganism is really about love. It's about caring about animals, about human animals, and that's what the VegFest is about. It's supporting people on every level. Economically, spiritually, psychologically, nutritionally, environmentally, culturally, socially, justice on every level. It makes sense on every level. So the whole idea is to celebrate actually what this is. And I just heard from the people at Happy Cow that just a year ago, I think they said there was only something like 55 vegan restaurants, and in just a year you're over 100 vegan restaurants in London, #1 in the world. And I think this is part of what you're doing is helping.
Well, Will, thank you so much for joining. It's been such a pleasure to meet you, and your lovely wife too this time. So it's been a real pleasure. Thanks for coming.
All right.
And for sharing a few thoughts with everybody for the VegFest film. Guess what? Here we have Madeleine has joined us. Isn't that fantastic? So thank you, Madeleine. I think you're both very lucky to have each other. And, it's wonderful to see such a lovely couple. And I know Caroline Bailey in Australia will be watching, and she'll be really envious now that I've now got Will and Madeleine. Love to Caroline.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Karin from VegfestUK Trade, and we're having a wonderful day today. And I got to share the stage with these three amazing ladies, which just shows you that being vegan is much more than just about the food that we eat. It's our lifestyle, it's living compassionately, and it's about the clothes we wear as well. So I'm going to get these three lovely ladies to tell you just a little tiny bit about themselves and tell you a bit about ethical vegan fashion. I'm going to pass the microphone to you, Jay.
Hi there. I'm Jay, and I'm the designer and founder for Viva La Vegan. We are a eco-ethical vegan statement wear brand, and we wanted to show that vegan fashion is about breaking stereotypes. We're not all tree-hugging hippies, really. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we wanted a brand that was design-led and that was represented the vibrancy of the current vegan movement.
Lovely. And what do you think about VegFest Trade? Have you had a nice time? Has it been beneficial to you as a business owner?
I'm excited by it, and I can't wait to have a better look around.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you, Jay. Let's go over to Sascha. Sascha, you are a magazine editor, and you specialise in fashion as well. Have you picked up some interesting tips here today at VegFest?
Yes, definitely. I'm Sascha, and I'm the founder and editor of Vilda Magazine, which is the first digital magazine in the world to focus entirely on vegan fashion. And yes, every time I come to these events, and especially today at the trade show, I always come across many new, interesting and exciting brands, not only when it comes to food, but also every year it gets better and better fashion-wise. So it was great to meet these ladies today and find out more about their brands.
That's lovely. Thank you, Sascha. And let's go to Natalia as well, who has an interesting alternative to wearing animal skins.
Hello, my name is Natalia, and I really love being here, sharing all the information and learning from other people as well. I am founder and co-director of What's Kork with my mum Jill. So we're working together. It's family business, and we work in teams. So it's teamwork, and we're all working for the same objective. So using and playing with the nature in the best way we can. So nature gives us what we want, and that's what we are doing here. Kork fashion accessories. So bags, wallets, purses, anything you want. Kork is so versatile, so flexible, so beautiful to the touch, smell. You just have to look at it and touch it.
That's wonderful. They're very passionate about their subject matter. 3 wonderful designers and media who specialise in vegan fashion and ethical vegan fashion as well. Thanks for joining us, ladies. Enjoy the rest of VegFest.
Thank you.
Okay, so actually, you know what? I'm really lucky to have here Mr. James Aspey.
You are, man.
James Aspey, you're down with that. He's come all the way from Australia to be with us for the VegFest. So, James, tell us, what's the best bit about VegFest so far for you?
Well, so far I've just seen some people that I am catching up with. You know, I saw the guys from Bosch. I've seen Will Tuttle walking around somewhere. I'm looking forward to catching up with him. That's always the best thing for me, man. You meet a lot of people. I've met some people already who follow my work and have found some benefit in it. So that feels really good. And they're just the vibe, man. Just the people cruising around, all the good vibes.
James, I love that because I'm all about people too. You know, vegan events should be really celebrating all of our diversity and all our different attributes. And I love people. And I think, you know, vegans, you know, let's get down with the programme and sort of show some love for the people, you know. James, you are really, I mean, James, you took a vow of silence actually for a whole year, didn't you, for the animals? So I guess you've been speaking quite a lot since.
I haven't stopped speaking since, actually, man. I'm just making up for lost time. Every time someone reminds me of that vow of silence, I'm like, I can't even, sometimes I just don't even know how I did that, man. Just thinking back on it. But yeah, it was a very valuable year, the way I spent it, and it helped a lot. And ironically, it gave me a voice that people wanted to listen to. And, you know, I've got an important message like we all do, so I'm very happy to be able to share it.
Well, James, you have literally inspired hundreds of thousands of people in this country alone, let alone all over the world. So, James, thanks for coming. We're going to shoot off now. We're going to do the Will Tuttle panel. So, James Aspey, Tim Barford in the house, VegfestUK Trade 2017. Aye.